A young woman enters an elevator. At first, nothing seems unusual. She presses a button and waits. Then something changes. She suddenly steps toward the door and looks into the hallway. She peeks around the corner, steps back inside, then out again. She appears nervous, almost frightened, as if someone is standing just beyond the camera's view. Moments later, she disappears from sight. The footage would become one of the most mysterious videos ever uploaded to the internet. Millions of people have watched it. Countless theories have been proposed. Yet even today, many questions remain unanswered. This is the story of Elisa Lam. Elisa Lam was a 21-year-old student from Canada. She was intelligent, friendly, and loved traveling. In early 2013, she decided to take a solo trip along the west coast of the United States. She documented much of her journey online. Her blog post described her adventures, thoughts, and experiences. Friends and family later said she seemed excited about the trip. Everything appeared normal. In January 2013, Elisa arrived in Los Angeles. She checked into the Cecil Hotel, a building with a long and troubled reputation. Located in downtown Los Angeles, the hotel had become infamous over the years. Crime, violence, suspicious deaths. The building carried a dark reputation unlike almost any other hotel in America. Despite this history, Elisa checked in and began exploring the city. For several days, everything seemed fine. She visited local attractions, took photographs, stayed in contact with family. Then suddenly, the messages stopped. On January 31st, 2013, Elisa disappeared. Her parents immediately became concerned. It was unlike her to stop communicating. When they could not reach her, authorities were notified. A search began. Police interviewed staff members, reviewed records, searched the hotel, but there was no sign of Elisa. Days passed with no answers. Then investigators discovered surveillance footage from one of the hotel's elevators. The video would soon become world famous. In the footage, Elisa enters the elevator alone. At first, her behavior appears normal. Then she begins pressing multiple buttons. She repeatedly looks into the hallway, steps in and out of the elevator, moves strangely. At one point, she appears to gesture towards someone unseen. The elevator doors remain open far longer than expected. Elisa appears increasingly anxious. Then she walks away. The camera never captures her again. When police released the footage to the public, the internet exploded with speculation. Who was she talking to? Was someone following her? Was she hiding from a threat? Millions of people analyzed every second of the recording. Some believed they could see evidence of foul play. Others thought the footage suggested a medical emergency, but nobody could agree on what they were seeing. Meanwhile, guests staying at the hotel began reporting strange problems. The water pressure seemed unusual. The taste was odd. Some even claimed the water appeared discolored. Hotel staff decided to inspect the rooftop water tanks. What they discovered shocked everyone. Inside one of the tanks was Elisa Lam. Her body was found nearly 3 weeks after she vanished. The discovery generated even more questions. How did she get there? The rooftop was not easily accessible. Certain doors were locked. Alarm systems were reportedly in place. Many people struggled to understand how Elisa could have ended up inside the tank. The mystery quickly became international news. As investigators continued their work, theories multiplied. One theory suggested murder. Supporters believed someone had followed Elisa to the roof. Perhaps the strange elevator behavior reflected fear. Perhaps someone forced her into the tank. However, investigators found no clear evidence of an attack. No obvious signs of violence. No confirmed suspect. Another theory focused on the hotel itself. The Cecil Hotel already had a reputation for dark stories and strange events. Some people became convinced the building was somehow connected to Elisa's death. Others went even further, proposing paranormal explanations. The internet became flooded with rumors. Ghost stories, conspiracies, hidden secrets. Yet investigators continued focusing on evidence rather than speculation. Eventually, authorities released their findings. According to the official investigation, Elisa's death was ruled an accident. Investigators concluded that she likely reached the rooftop on her own. They also noted that Elisa had a history of mental health challenges. Some experts suggested she may have experienced a severe episode that affected her behavior. This explanation helped answer some questions, but for many people, it did not answer all of them. Why did she behave so strangely in the elevator? How did she reach the rooftop unnoticed? Why did the situation unfold the way it did? Even years later, debate continues. The elevator footage remains at the center of the mystery. People still watch it frame by frame, searching for clues, searching for answers, trying to understand what Elisa may have been thinking during those final moments. Today, the case of Elisa Lam remains one of the most discussed mysteries of the internet era. Not because every question lacks an answer, but because the video feels deeply unsettling. It captures a moment that nobody can fully explain. A young traveler, alone in a hotel, behaving in a way that continues to puzzle millions of viewers around the world. Was the official explanation correct? Did the footage simply capture someone in distress? Or is there still an important piece of the story missing? More than a decade later, people continue asking those questions. And that is why the mystery of Elisa Lam remains unforgettable. If you enjoy true mysteries, unexplained cases, and real-life investigations, subscribe to Story Vault Studio. Because every story has a secret,